Hey guys, so today's video is going to be an empties video. I've been saving my garbage for you guys for the last 2 to 3 months. So yeah, let's get into it. So my first empty is going to be this, and I'm really sad that it's empty because it's expensive and I don't want to buy another one. But it's my Oscar Blondie Dry Heat Protect Spray, and it looks like this. It smells like lemons, and it's just been a perfect heat protectant because the second you put a heat protectant spray usually on my hair, it'll curl up because they're wet sprays. I need a dry spray for when my hair is straight. And this is the only one that I found that I actually love. If anybody has any cheaper recommendations on ones that are not wet but are dry, let me know in the comments down below because I don't see myself paying another $24 for a new one when I found this at Marshall's for like $8. And they're not there anymore, of course. Next favorite is my Healthy Sexy Hair Soy Tri-Wheat Leave-In Conditioner. So donezo. With me going from dark to light, this whole process has just stripped my hair of any type of oils. So I need to put moisture back in it and rebuild up my hair. I've been using this forever and I'm surprised that it took me this long to run out of it. I bought this like 2 years ago. I do have a full review on that line, so I will have that link down below. And right here, I bought a full one for like half the usual price. Speaking of hair stuff, my next empty is actually 1 box of Color Oops, and I used about 5 of these. So I mean, I figured what's the point in saving 5 boxes if they all look the damn same. But that's what I've been using to strip out the color from my hair. And then this color right now is actually something called a high lift, where it lifts your hair in deposits. You guys know about L'Oreal High Color High Lifts and highlights, excuse me, but those are pretty much high lift colors that lift out the color and then deposit a different one. Another empty is my Fitmiss Tone supplement, which is pretty much just CLA. I had no desire to repurchase this, not because it didn't work, but because I feel like CLA is just so general that you don't have to buy one specific brand's CLA for like $50 for 30 pills. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's the price of this, but I get 180 capsules for 30 bucks from the Vitamin Shop as opposed to this one, which was 60 capsules, and I think it runs for $30. So that doesn't make any sense. Another empty is my Nair hair removing lotion with cocoa butter and vitamin E. Now, how does one actually talk about this? Well, it's empty, so obviously I've been using it, and it's not a bad product, but it's like towards the end of the bottle is when it started working its strongest and fastest, because usually I could leave this stuff on for longer than the minimum or the maximum of 3 minutes, and then it'll get the hair off without irritating my body. But lately it's taken like a minute for this shit to start working, and then I've burned my armpits more times than I can tell you guys. Like, and it's always been the same one, so I don't know what's going on, but it's just not cool. But yeah, I mean, I don't even use this for my legs, you know, because the hair on my legs, you can't even see it. You feel it, but you can't see it. So, I mean, I only shave like once a year. Just kidding, sort of. Next favorite is my next favorite. I just filmed my favorites video, so pardon. But empty is a moisturizer, and it's my Aveeno Clear Complexion Moisturizer. I've had this sitting in here for like months now. But yeah, I used all that up because it's the most fabulous moisturizer ever. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, and it's not over moisturizing, so I'm not slick and oily. But my skin absorbs it the perfect amount, and it's just bomb. Next empty is this Neutral Protein Filler Hairdresser's Color Assurance. I bought this years ago, probably about 3 years ago, and I just finished it up this time because, like I said, I was going from dark to light, and the bleaching process kind of killed my hair, which is why I had to chop so much of it off. But it's actually grown, and I didn't think it would grow that fast. But that stuff just kind of adds that extra keratin and the protein into your hair so that it doesn't snap off, even though I feel like that just makes your hair really hard, and you have to kind of just let it soak in for a day. So I wouldn't recommend putting any heat on it right after you put that stuff in your hair, because I feel like my hair just broke right off, kind of, but it didn't. And my last empty for this month is my Trim Tough Fat Burning Tea. This is the first one, and I actually brought a second one upstairs just so that I could film this video, and lost it, of course, because my desk is just a mess. But I am now on the third round of that tea. I totally shit up the second one because I was just eating like a beast, but I didn't gain weight. Well, not a whole lot anyway, not what I usually would have. So yeah, that's an empty and a favorite, because I'm all about that fat burning business. So yeah, that's it for my empties, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you. Whenever I say that, I feel like I'm recording a voicemail. So I'm sorry, but I mean, I don't know what else to say. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Follow me on all of my social media, which will be linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye. I always do something stupid and weird. Bye.